Air India has given an update on flight AI2379 operating from Phuket to Delhi after it experienced a sudden loss of altitude during cruise. Air India said that after the momentary event, the aircraft continued normally and landed safely in Delhi at 11:07 hours IST. It also added the Airbus A320 new aircraft was carrying 137 passengers and 8 crew members. Of these, 13 passengers and 4 crew members sustained injuries and were taken to hospital for medical evaluation. It is said as of 6:50 hours on 4th August, 5 passengers have been discharged, while remaining individuals continue to receive treatment and care. Atul Ranjan is with us on this big story. Atul, Air India has given a statement now on this incident and also on the crew and passengers that were admitted to hospital. Atul, can you hear me? All right, I think we've lost his connection there, but Air India, of course, giving this update on flight AI2379, which is operating from Phuket to Delhi. So 5 passengers have been discharged and the remaining individuals are still in hospital. 13 passengers, of course, had sustained injuries there. Further breaking developments also now that we're tracking. Ministry of Civil Aviation in a statement has said after this Air India incident, the aircraft has been moved to the hangar and the flight data recorder and cockpit voice recorder have been secured for detailed examination. It's added DGCA has initiated a detailed investigation into the occurrence. The Ministry of Civil Aviation and DGCA are closely monitoring the situation. It's also added the passenger safety remains the highest priority and all necessary measures are being taken. Atul Ranjan is joining us for more on this story. Atul, what has the Civil Aviation Ministry said in their statement?
Well, as you know, the Civil Aviation Ministry has issued a statement regarding the incident, and it has said that immediately upon landing, the medical teams attended to all the passengers and crew as a precautionary measure, and then some of the passengers were indeed shifted to the Fortis Hospital in Vasankunj, and where their treatment is underway. Now, the Minister of Civil Aviation also himself personally visited the hospital, and what the Minister of Civil Aviation is that this particular aircraft, which underwent massive, turbulence mid-air, that has been moved to the hangar, and the flight data recorder and the cockpit voice recorder have also been asked to be kept secured for the examination, because the DGCA has, initiated a detailed investigation into the whole matter, and, it is inquiring whether what possibly caused this severe turbulence mid-air. What we're learning is that this turbulence happened around in the skies of Odisha when the flight was already 1.5 hours into its journey. However, as we know that at least over a dozen in fact passengers have suffered injuries, and at least 6 cabin crews as well, also suffering injuries in this whole incident. That has been admitted by the Ministry of Civil Aviation, and an inquiry has also been initiated by the DGCA, the aviation regulatory body in the country.